I'm 103 years old, and I'm about to tell you something that nobody, not your parents, not your therapist.
You're waiting for my face, aren't you? The wrinkles, the proof. Give it a moment. Look at the light instead. I've watched 37,595 mornings. I never tired of the light. They call it wisdom, living this long. It's not, it's just a longer list of regrets. And one lesson paid for with every person I ever loved. A lesson I learned at 33, but didn't understand until I was 103. October 14th, 1955. A Friday. Robert kissed my forehead. See you tonight, Dorothy. The last ordinary moment. The last one I took for granted. When they tell you it was quick, they're giving you the wrong comfort. The pain isn't in their going. It's in the silence where your unsaid words now live. The I love yous you saved for a better time. The apologies you postponed. That night, I made the promise to never waste a day again, to live intentionally. And I broke it. By Tuesday. Oh, I tried. But life is a current. It pulls you back to busy, back to later. Here is the truth no one tells you. The tragedy isn't that life is short. It's that you will forget it is. You will with absolute certainty drift back into believing you have time. That forgetting is the quiet killer of a life. My great-great-granddaughter visited. Sophie, 16. She spent her hour with me. Inside this. I said nothing. What could I say? She believes her forever is here, in this glass. She is wrong. You are all doing the same calculation, and you are all bad at the math. You trade guaranteed moments for possible ones. You trade your mother's voice now for the chance of a promotion later. You trade a walk with your husband for answering emails that will be forgotten in a week. The arithmetic of a wasted life is done in these small, seemingly reasonable exchanges. You think, I will call tomorrow. You have no idea what tomorrow holds. I have buried 3 husbands, 2 children, and more friends than I can count. Tomorrow is not a promise, it is a rumor. So what do I, a relic, tell you? To quit your job? No, be responsible, but be more responsible to the people who love you than to your inbox. I have had 37,595 days. I can count on these old hands the days I was truly, completely there. Not thinking of the laundry, not planning a meal, just present. That is the only statistic that matters at the end. Your grandmother is sitting alone right now, telling herself she understands why you don't call. And it is breaking her heart. Your father will not always be here to forgive your busyness. Your friend will not always be there to receive your postponed apology. This is not about grand gestures, it is about the micro-reset. The practice is this: remember and return. You will forget. You will get sucked into the petty drama, the endless scroll, the neurotic planning. When you notice, and you must train yourself to notice, you return. Return your eyes to your child's face. Return your ears to your partner's story. Return your hand to hold another. Not perfectly, just persistently. This is the only work that matters.